Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at a Warhammer short by Karl the Deranged. If you know who Karl the Deranged is, you know what we're about to get into. And if you don't, this is one of the people involved in the creation of TTS. He does a lot of voice work there, and he does his own animations as well, and oh boy, he has a style to what he does. It's, let's just put it this way, his name is apt. It is very, very apt. It's always good, but it's usually, it shouldn't be as shocking as it is. So I'm not really sure what we're getting into here, other than I will probably at some point wonder why the hell I subjected myself to this while laughing. Yeah, it's going to be like a really kind of like, oh, I shouldn't find this funny. I'm finding it funny, and I'm actually feeling worse about myself for finding it funny type feeling. It's going to happen. It's happened at everything he's done. It's good. It's enjoyable. It's like watching your mind slowly being overtaken by the presence of Cthulhu. Yeah, that's also apt. To a more accurate extent than I intended. So we're just going to jump right in. This is going to be, and I'm going to pull up so I can actually read the name right. Ravandils quest. There's 2 parts to it, so I'm going to do part 1 today and part 1 next week. I don't know what this is, other than it's set in Warhammer. Specifically, not 40k. I'm not sure if it's Age of Sigmar or fantasy, but considering it's 2015, I seriously have no idea, because I don't actually know when Age of Sigmar started, but it was recently, but not that recent. Probably fantasy? Well, we'll see what happens. So we're just going to jump right in and, well, YouTube's looking for more adult content, and anything by Karl the Deranged definitely falls in that category. Link below, original video. We're going to hit it up. You already did? Great! Let's get started.
There are evils lurking behind
What?
every corner.
I think that's English.
Foul beings of darkness.
Sounds like someone's got too much something in their everything. Keep their... Why are these... Shut... Oh god, they're even doing question marks in there.
Ravandils.
Oh, I did say the name right.
Greetings, God.
Wreck.
My name is Ravandils.
Greetings, low-level elf. Welcome
Really?
to the town of Reichhold. There is much to do here.
I wonder what system this is from. It almost looks like a game setup.
A prostitute.
Also, the mustache. Oh god, those are...
What's chilling out your entrails due to a rich supply of typhus? Or you could be like
They have a supply of a 40k character?
scared murder hobos and go seek out Magnar Bucket.
Wait, Buckethead? Oh, does this tie into... Does this tie into the fantasy battle that they did in TTS proper? Or was Magnar Buckethead... Oh god, was that actually a real character?
No, I'm just trying to be polite.
How about I shoot straight into your open mouth, man?
Is Magnar... Okay, I'm not wondering... Was this... Was Fantasy Battle from the TTS a continuation of this?
Shut off, fuck off. See if I can. Fucking tease.
As the elf Ravandil left the gate in search of this Magnus fellow, he ventured through.
He's searching for Magnus. He's
filled
referencing
with
typhus,
scathing
or someone else
feces
referenced
and
typhus.
plague victims before arriving
Oh,
at
and there's
some
plague
sort of
victims, so...
rundown tavern, converted into a guard post.
Greetings, Magnus, or Magnar, whatever. I'm Ravandil, and I'm looking for a quest.
I just recognized the voice.
Yeah?
Yes.
So?
What?
Fucking quest.
Alright. I have a wizard friend with Alzheimer's disease who lives just
Yep, they're doing the same name, so it is... Or the same voice, so it's probably related. It's Magnar, not Magnus.
You awesome. For it, you can get a sack of silver coins or some shit. Nobody gives a fuck about looted points.
Really? A fucking delivery quest?
That is the accurate reaction to that.
Like, don't you have an orc problem, or bandit, or fucking anything cool like that?
Nope. Also, I keep imagining he's just a giant red chicken every time I hear that
How
voice.
do I level up?
For doing my fucking quest, also. Sigmar's fucking hammer, you elves really are.
Oh god.
What even is this fucking level concept?
Now shut up, arsehole. If you don't want my quest, then why'd you come here in the first place?
Because otherwise, I will lose my fucking will to live and die for fucking making chairs every goddamn day to some faggot rat dragon fed
fetish is oddly specific.
Goddamn whopping cutting wizard fucking lips!
Well. Damn.
Yeah, alright then.
I'm more surprised that that was so easygoing
You
that...
still need to hear the flavor text.
Fuck,
Really?
Just give me the fucking bag.
What? Fucking thief!
After facing this brief existential crisis and resolving it by mugging the man of his belongings.
Also, I just realized
the
that's
young
Dorn
Ravandil
reading it.
Continued on his journey, where after many hours of fleeing the town guard, he happened across an
Because he took it before the flavor
Place,
quest.
also known as a dwarf,
I said
with a
flavor
rather
quest. I know what I meant.
unusually large bulge poking through the matted clumps of beard.
Yo, what's up? Do you
Madden loves poking through the lumps
Shut
of
it,
beard.
Elf! Can't you see that I am busy staring into your eyes?
Can you please move?
No!
Why?
Alright, listen to me, you knife-eared piece of shit! If you go any further with your piss-stained pubic hair you call a wig, I'm gonna wreck your shit so hard that you won't even
Oh my
walk
God.
with dick! I'm gonna shove my foot so far up your shaven, perfect little
I can't tell if he's insulting him or complimenting him. Or flirting.
Then I'm gonna take that little red anal bead on your belt and push it in your face. I'm gonna flagellate you with my fucking beard.
To be fair, that would probably happen every time he turns around.
Mechanical balls and use surgical precision to sew them to your groin. Where your manhood ought to be just so that I can kick them with my iron fucking feet, you twat.
Just kill this thing.
I'll just walk around the mountain then.
Probably safer.
I knew your fucking elves had no honor, no respect, no beer.
Goodbye, dwarf.
Goodbye. Have a great
What?
day.
At this point
He's-
in his journey, the elf Ravandil
What?
had literally been collecting
I don't know why the
everything
have a
that
great day
wasn't
surprised me
nailed
there.
down, as any good adventurer would to sell later to his grandfather from
Amount of gold?
so that he could afford to buy a leather card case.
Oh,
However,
yeah, because of the last guy.
tendencies attracted many unsavory characters.
Are you fucking struggling, dude? You better fucking give me your piece.
What?
And only just you won't stop with my fucking frog and toad. You twit.
What?
What?
Listen, son, before I be using my city slickers to raspberry ripple your fucking town halls.
I have literally no idea what he just said. Oh, I'm not the only one.
You're fucking molten to fuego fucking half-inch, you tomboy.
I think he's swearing, but I'm honestly not even sure anymore.
You goddamn iron hoof. Looking place to piss
Even
off.
even the subtitles are not
I can't
helping.
understand you, you asshole.
I swear to me,
Shut your fucking face, you goddamn
You have inching, clobbers, north and south.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up already!
Okay, got that one.
Being robbed of all his looted goods by the orc, the elf Ravandil stumbled across the land.
I'm actually more impressed that someone can write
which
something
held
so
a
nonsensical.
mighty
It's
dwarven
actually hard to do that.
stronghold. Surely the dwarves might be able to help me in my quest
Um.
for Ravandil before he was nearly killed by stray blunderbuss fire.
Stray.
Talking, dude. I'm sorry for taking up your time, but I need to ask you for directions to a certain wizard.
Just go to the right.
What, you mean east?
No! Right on the map, you fucking elven twink!
Yeah, thanks. I'm going.
No!
No?
Why?
Because you annoyed one of
Was
my
that really?
brothers.
Oh
This
God.
is going into the book of grudges.
What? When the fuck did I do that now?
According to my friend
2 days ago.
when you stated, "Can you please move?" As you then deeply insulted him by walking around him
Instead of-
letting him beat the shit out of you.
Really?
Fucking crime!
It should be. Wait. I'm the king. Now it is.
Oh God, really?
Go out here.
Abusing the
right now.
book. Ooh, that's a good idea. I mean, what?
Give me your name and address first,
How come?
so we can come and beat the shit out
Give
of
it.
you
Just
later.
give him the wrong
Alright,
address.
fuck it. My name's Ravandil Greyleaf. I live at 56B Dragonslayer Street in Ultham.
Thank you. By earning the anger of the dwarves in the Great Book of Grudges, Ravandil had singularly ensured his death. 500 some odd years from now, the dwarves nearly stole their anger. Regardless of his
Really?
later death,
How long do elves
the
live anyways
dwarves
in
still
Fort Fantasy?
ejected him from the city via organ guns when he landed just
Organ
outside
guns?
the burning town.
Fucking what now?
Is it on fire? It's on fire.
Hello? Hello?
Look at the picture. See the skull, the part of bone removed, the master race Frankenstein radio controls, the brain thoughts broadcasting radio, the eyesight television, the Frankenstein earphone radio.
This has to be from
Deadly
something.
assaults, even in my yard, with knives, even bricks and stones, even deadly touch taping or electric shock flashlights, even remote electronic.
Okay, seriously, what is that from? Because that is kind of
Corner
freaky.
Projection of deadly touch tarantula spiders, or even bloody murder accidents to shut me up forever with a sneak undetected.
The
Okay,
enraged
he's crazy.
brains of the madman somehow pointed the elf Ravandil toward a dark tower that seemed to split the very earth open with its sheer malevolence.
You're a place called Blackwater.
Holy fucking shit, finally! This must be it! Holy shit, what a fucking bag of mouth dirt!
It's gonna be the wrong one, isn't it? Just let it be the wrong wizard.
Hey wizard, I talked to your friend Magnus or Magna or whatever, and he told me to give you this bag of chewing tobacco for some silver coins or some shit.
Who are you? I don't have a friend called Magnus.
Holy shit! No, look, Magnus Bucketface or something.
I thought it was Buckethead.
Remember?
Who are you?
My name is Ravandil. I told you.
Oh, you must be the pizza delivery boy.
What?
What? No, I mean, well, in a sense.
Ha! Fooled you. I never ordered pizza.
You
I
monster,
ordered
you didn't order
Chinese.
pizza?
Oh,
Really?
Here, take your fucking tobacco.
You have reached level 2.
For fuck, I'll just get going. Forget the money, dude. There's some fucking behind you, man.
I ain't falling for that one again.
Well, he's fallen once.
Holy fuck! I mean, shit.
This now belongs to the Skaven Empire, foul elf elf.
Yeah, man. Fuck
Don't
you,
care.
whatever.
They really want that tobacco.
Oi! We ain't done yet.
He followed?
Fucking kill me then.
Okay.
Oh,
Thus
okay,
ended the
guess
tale
that's how he
of
dies.
Ravandil,
How is there a part
sad
2?
tale of the elvish pizza delivery.
He's a pizza delivery. You know, I knew this was going to be weird going into it. That definitely was weird. A good part of it, I was just imagining this is what the story Dorn would have given everyone if he was left in charge of the Fantasy Battle TTS episode. Well, not really, because there was much less city planning and tax collection involved. But just, it's because the voices are the same that I just can't stop doing it. It's like just Magnus role-playing a normal human without wigs and without chicken jokes. Oh, just... I kind of am curious where they got this background from, because it almost looks like they took the footage for the different characters from an old-style text-based RPG of Warhammer, and I don't know many games from that generation. I don't know many PC games. I was more of a console player. So I'm actually kind of curious, were all of these characters and like the basic models for them originally a PC-based game? Because that's not what I was expecting. It does have the feel of something like that. Or did they create that specifically for this? That would be cool, but it looks like they took it from somewhere. I just cannot for the love of me tell where. I will say though that that book of names, I don't do much with dwarves other than look at the cool New Age of Sigmar stuff where it's steampunk, everything everywhere, and it's amazingly detailed. Sorry, just ignoring the temptation there, ignoring the temptation. But I love all the little lore when it comes to how they have the Book of Grudges, and they make sure to always write them down. It's a great honor to remove a grudge, while at the same time, you're going to die if you're in there, unless they forget about it, which they won't, because grudges are a thing. I love how they made the joke about how it'll take 500 years, because they want to let their anger stew, and then they just kill him at the end. Or not, because he's going to have a second episode somehow. Maybe? Zombie Ravandil? Well, whatever. It wasn't the craziest thing I've ever seen Karl the Deranged do. That said, the level of sheer dickishness he had to endure that they just decided to come up with just for a tobacco delivery, and then it dies at the end. And of course, I was like, you're a low-level adventurer. And he levels up, and it actually freaks him out because, like, what the hell? I love how everyone else is aware of the game mechanics, and he's not, because he's an NPC who decides not to be an NPC. And that's basically what he is. On a more writing-based note, because I'm an English major, I'll make that point. When they went and they talked to the orc, and he just was completely nonsensical, but you get the impression that there were sensical meanings to what he said. That is hard to do. That is really hard to do well. So I'm actually very impressed by someone being able to get that out there and spew such cogent BS-ery that has absolutely no meaning consistently. That is not easy to do. Because most people default to having either a pattern to what they say, where it falls into something that might be sensical, or it's just absolute madness, which is just random words that they pick out of the dictionary. This, though, it made sense, but there is no context to what it is, and you cannot understand it. So that, when you got to the orc, was actually impressive, because if you listen long enough, you could tell he's being sworn at, and a few bits you can understand, a few bits you can't. But they just kept going with it long enough where it's actually difficult to do that. Try it. Just try to say nonsense. You kind of notice that after a while, you start just naming patterns. Like if you start saying pineapple, you'll just start saying more and more different types of foods. And like they might be random foods you can think of, but they fall into the pattern of a one specific type. Or if you try to say zebra, you'll start noticing that you'll think, and maybe stink if you need a shower, but whatever. You'll think of more animal-based items. This, though, was just random insults that didn't seem to fit into one specific category. Either that, or it is just a bunch of British slang, and I'm just completely inept at telling what it is, which would also, as an American, sound completely meaningless, and yet you're probably getting insulted. So, I could go either way. Yeah, they did that in the beginning, too, but the orc just did it so much better. All the same, though, everyone. You guys know the drill. Link below, original video. You've already hit up? Great! I'll see you guys in the next one, which, apparently, there's a next one. Even though he's dead. Unless it doesn't stick. Yeah, sure, why not? Adios.
Thank you.